Why do you want to work as a nurse?
I want to work as a nurse because I believe that I possess a lot of the abilities needed to be a nurse. I think I'm a caring person who doesn't give up when faced with a problem. I'm respectful and professional when I need to be, but also empathetic and a listener when I need to be. I want to be able to help people to the best of my ability and have my patients trust me while doing so. I want my patients to be happy when I walk into the room. I want them to not have to worry about the treatment or care that they will be receiving from me, and just give them the peace of mind that I'll be their nurse. I want to be able to provide comfort for people who may not be receiving it from family and friends. I know that I want to work as a nurse because I find myself comfortable in situations where I need to act quickly and help someone, medical or not. I'm a quick thinker when I need to act in a situation where someone is in need of help. I find the most joy in helping someone, even if it is the smallest thing. That's why I want to work as a nurse.
Why did you choose your major?
Ever since my grandmother was in and out of the hospital, I knew I wanted a career that took place somewhere in the hospital. She went from hospital to hospital, and I had experienced all different kinds of nurses and the ways that they worked. Majority of the nurses I observed were absolutely amazing, compassionate, caring, and friendly individuals. Ever since seeing the compassion put forth while caring for my grandmother, my thoughts were verified. I absolutely wanted a career in nursing. I want to take care of people who need it. I want to show them the respect and thoughtfulness those nurses showed my grandmother while she was sick in the hospital. However, I didn't just pick a career in nursing because of the nice nurses. I picked a career in nursing for the nurses who didn't quite meet my expectations for being a nurse. These nurses didn't treat her the way I thought she should have been treated. I want to be a nurse here to make sure that that never happens. I don't want any patient under my care to feel like they can't trust me or confide in me. I want my patients to feel relieved and safe when I walk into their room, not scared for what I'm going to do to them or how I am going to treat them.
Why do you want to work for us?
I've been in Central State Medical Center many times, and I always feel welcomed by the friendly faces and caring workers. I would love to be a part of this friendly, supportive environment where the workers form great relationships with one another. Seeing that this hospital is also expanding their emergency department especially brings me to want to work for this hospital. I would love to be a part of this hospital and provide mentorship as well as the critical thinking skills and autonomy that your hospital is looking for. I think I would be a good addition to this hospital because I have a wide range of clinical skills. I'm dedicated to provide excellent service for patients and their families. I am also committed to health and wellness and providing a healthy lifestyle for my patients as well as myself.
What kind of people rub you the wrong way?
One type of person that rubs me the wrong way are people who are not open-minded or willing to consider any opinion other than their own. In this job field especially, I think that you need to have an open mind to handle whatever is thrown at you. You need to be able to collaborate and work well with others, and if you don't have an open mind, that can't happen. Every day in the nursing field, I know that I'm going to be dealing with new patients with different backgrounds, stories, values, beliefs, you name it. If a nurse doesn't have an open mind, they should not even be considered a nurse. Nursing consists of critical thinking to create a care plan particular to each patient. I've met people like the one I just described through every stage of my life. I, for one, just can't stand when someone will not consider an opinion that isn't their own. An open mind is needed to assess and plan for each patient.
What are your 3 strengths and weaknesses?
I think one of my strengths would be working with others. I find this to be one of my strengths because while working with others, I always have an open mind and I build well off of the other collaborators' ideas. Another one of my strengths is that I am determined. I don't think that I would consider myself to have always been determined, believe it or not. I think nursing school has made me the determined person I am today. Nursing school is fast-paced and extremely tedious, and I think it formed me into being a determined individual. One of my weaknesses would have to be second-guessing myself. I have a habit of constantly overthinking everything, which then leads me to second-guess myself at all times. I think with time, working with patients, I will get more confident, which will make me second-guess myself less and less. I think part of being a nurse is confidence, and I strive to be a confident nurse who does not contradict herself. Another one of my weaknesses would be that I am on the shyer side. I've always been shy, but since working with my lab partners in the nursing lab, it has really brought me out of my shell. I will continue to step out of my comfort zone and be more outgoing as well. and I will constantly be needing to work with and talk to patients as well as the other healthcare team employees. I think that taking care of patients will overrule my shyness.